How do you feel?
I feel fine.
All right, if we play some 20 questions.
Let's do it.
Okay, number one, how'd you get into the world of bees?
Well, my dad is a professor in honeybees, so we always had bees around us. And like even on our website, you see the pictures of me with my sister holding a frame when I'm like 4 years old or something, or just like dipping my hand in a jar of honey. It's just like when I'm like 2 years old. It's just like, I've always been around bees, so it's part of the family.
Where is Apimaye based?
Well, Apimaye is actually based in Turkey, but Apimaye-USA is based in Phoenix, Arizona. So we have this partnership. My dad's a bee scientist, my mom's an engineer, I'm an engineer, so we know the bees, we know a good design, and our like family friends, our partners are in Turkey. They know how to build durable, great products. So we joined our forces, and that's Istanbul and Phoenix is where we're at.
Awesome. So Phoenix. So you live in Phoenix.
I live in Phoenix.
Okay. What's your favorite thing to do in the Phoenix area?
Phoenix actually has quite a growing arts and entertainment scene. Like this was not something that was like 5-10 years ago, but now I moved into downtown Phoenix area, and there's always a concert, there's always like some sort of a play or just a comedy show. So that is actually what I like about like being in a big city, and just I love live performances, and I can have quite a lot of it in Phoenix.
Yeah, cool. That's awesome. So you like to travel?
I do.
What's the coolest place you've been to?
Okay, I'm gonna be a little biased on that one, and I'm gonna say Istanbul, because I love big cities. The amount of live performances that I can see, and just like the historic sites that I can travel, and I do all the time, is just like I like it there. And the food, it's just like, God, every time I go there, I gain like 20 pounds. Like I can manage to gain 20 pounds in 20 days, which is very scary that I'm actually capable of that.
I love it. Yeah, I'm gonna jump here because that's a perfect lead into one of these questions. Okay. You're a bit of a foodie.
Yes.
Okay. What would be your last meal on Earth?
Ooh. Last meal. I will go for a burger.
Yeah.
There's something very comforting about a burger, a big juicy burger, and there's something very comforting about like handling your food.
Yep.
It's just like I love a steak.
I love it.
It's just like I love pasta, I love pizza, like just all of this, but it's just like I want to be able to grab it and just munch it.
I love it. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Okay, do you keep bees yourself, or have you?
Well, I have bees at my property, so I help my dad, and whenever he travels, I take care of his bees. But I don't actively keep bees. I've always been a beekeeper by proxy, so I always help my dad, just like the kids like holding the flashlight while their dads are like fixing the car kind of thing. So I've always been around them. I know what I'm doing, and I'll help my dad, but I don't have the bandwidth to keep the bees.
Gotcha. Cool. Who's your favorite educator in beekeeping?
My dad. well, first of all, that's what I learned almost everything from, and he is a world-known professor, so he's a good educator.
Pretty good educator.
Yeah.
I love it. Good deal. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner?
Dinner.
Glass half empty or glass half full?
Glass is not the right size. I'm an engineer. If it's half empty and half full, there's something wrong with the calculations, and it needs to be optimized.
It needs to be optimized. I love it. I love it. Introvert or extrovert?
Ooh, a little bit of both, depending on where I'm at, but I think I'm an introvert in the first 10 minutes, but after that, like, just
opens up.
I'm quite loud.
Yes. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, if you could meet anyone on the planet right now, who would it be?
Ooh, okay, so anyone on the planet, living or dead?
Sure.
Let's stick with living.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So here's something that not everybody knows. Actually, barely anybody knows. I was planning on going to Turkey and actually record an album for myself. So there was one night I was doing some work and I was trying to find a song that I wanted to listen. I went on Spotify, I kept listening to all these different versions. I'm like, I can sing better than them. So it just hit me like, I'm gonna have an album. Yeah. So it was like 2019, and in 2020 I was gonna go to Turkey and do this, and I have some friends who knew some like famous Turkish singers and stuff. So I really wanted to meet them and maybe like do a duet with them, and have a little album that only me and my parents would listen. But it never happened, but that's what I'm really shooting for. There are some like singers, like songwriters that I got in mind that I really would love to meet and sing with.
Yeah, good answer. No, I like that. All right. Okay, so what were you doing before Apimaye?
I am an electrical engineer, so I graduated from ASU, bachelor's through PhD. I did it all at ASU, and I was designing flexible X-ray sensors. So I'm a pixel design engineer by education. So I was working for a company that designs X-ray sensors, and like I was in the R&D team, so you could build these flexible digital X-rays. So let's say that you had a car crash, you're stuck in the car, and they don't know if they should move you or not. So they would be able to roll a sensor and shoot an X-ray and immediately say that, hey, you're good to move, and take it out. Or like I was doing some really cool stuff, but I'm doing cooler stuff.
Wow, now you are. That's right. That's right. I love it. What's the most challenging thing about running a business?
In a business, it's just like your mind is always like thinking about the business. There's no free time. It's just like, because it's also a family business, when I visit my parents, even our dinner conversations turn into a business meeting. And in fact, like some of the products that we came out with is just like, we're having tea after dinner and talking, and just like I blurt something, this could be like this, and then suddenly like in our living room we have a hive or a frame or a foundation, or we can do this and that. It's just we stop the TV and it turns into a brainstorming thing at 11 p.m. So your mind never really stops. And again, you ask me what I do, it's just like I work all the time.
Yeah. What's the most rewarding?
Not having to write weekly reports. So actually, that was one of the reasons that I quit my job, because like Apimaye was growing. I was doing my engineering during the day, and Apimaye was I was doing it in the evenings. And my mom was answering the phone calls, and my dad was like helping us with the shipping and stuff. Sure. But as we were growing, I had to focus on it, and I just weighed like, do I really want to be in the corporate world, or do I want to take on this? And I took on it, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah. So you talk a little bit about your family. What's your family situation? Who all is in your family?
Well, I'm single.
Hey, there you go.
So just like I live about like 10-15 minutes from my family, and then it's just that I'm very close with them, and just constantly, because they're also business partners, this is a family company, I visit them and we're always having a time together. And cool. Just be a close family.
I love it. Awesome. How do you spend your free time?
Yeah, I don't have I don't want to contradict myself. I really don't have any.
Understood. What does the future hold at Apimaye?
I really want to be in every bee yard. Well, that's my goal, but I want to be in every bee yard by actually just like going to these events and talking to the beekeepers and finding a solution to a problem that they have. And that's the engineering mindset that I got. That's what I learned from my parents, is just like talk to them and learn what makes their life hard, what could be better, and just build something and just make them happy. And I enjoy building things, so that would make me happy too.
Yeah, that's awesome. So how can people learn more about you and Apimaye?
We have the Apimaye website, apimaye-usa.com, and I go to almost every beekeeping convention that I get invited to. Perfect. So I'm available. And I have a dating profile on it.
I love it. I love it. So. Good. Perfect. There you go. There you go. Okay, last question. You made it.
Okay.
If you could tell beekeepers in North America one thing, what would you tell them?
There are so many things that I can tell them. It's just like, this is, I guess, what I tell my dad as well. It's a hobby. Mm-hmm. They just enjoy it and have just good equipment and like enjoy your hobby.
Yeah, enjoy it. I love it. That's awesome. Korhan, thanks for being here. That was awesome.
Thanks for having me.
You nailed it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks.